Good morning, it's Clay at claytrader.com. This will be a live trade video where I try to capture some of my trades as they play out live. Market opens up here in about 13 minutes. Watching SHLL right now. Just broke through that $30 mark in the pre-market. So I'm pretty sure I'll be watching that one once the opening bell rings. But yeah, a whole lot of volatility on it. Well, I guess you never know. Something else might pop up and might catch my attention. But as of right now, the plan is to be watching SHLL. I know many from comments and such, thank you for the feedback, by the way. You like to see how all this kind of works together in combination with my trading community. So I've already given my watch list and such here, as you see within the chat room that I offer. But as of now, what I like to do, if there's something that really stands out to me, is make additional alerts. So what I'm going to do here is just alert the community to that $30 break. Clearly can't type and talk at the same time. There we go. So that has just been submitted to the community right here at 9:25. So 5 minutes before the market officially opens. So now myself, others, we're all going to be watching that $30 mark. And we'll see if the price can get up there through there. But like I said, that's how it works. Give my watch list and then go through, continue to monitor things and give, just key price levels, key dynamics that I'm keeping an eye on. So right there is an example of that. Now, these are live videos. This is not some sort of voiceover, which you'll find a lot of times. So maybe that $30 mark will never come into play. And I don't want to say this is all would be a waste of your time, but maybe nothing ever comes out from there because, again, this is truly live right now. I'm talking through things. I have no idea what's going to happen. But yeah, $30 does look like it wants to come into play. That certainly looks like a very interesting area for a potential break to the upside and maybe a scalpable opportunity. But let's see, market opens up here in less than 5 minutes, so let's see what happens. Market opens up here in less than 3 minutes, and at this point in time, as you see over here, we've had a pretty big drop to the downside. But granted, SHLL can move very quickly, so $30 may still not be that far away. But as of right now, yeah, quite a bit of a pullback, but we'll see what happens. All right, I've switched over to ICPT. This $47 mark looks like a very interesting flush point. And again, I didn't have, so you can see right here, just alerted it to the community right there 1 minute before the market opened because I'm just now noticing it. So $47, flush point meaning, well, what do you think of when you hear the word flush, right? Hope you're saying, well, down, exactly. And from the short side, down can, you can make money. If you're new to trading, wait, what? You can make money when prices go down? Yes, it's called shorting. So market just opened, watching that 47 mark. And as would be expected, it's holding up very strong right now. I want to observe this one, though, just because this can be a very fast mover. But check it out. Look at 47 just sitting there. So clearly some hidden orders in there that are buying. But I'd like to see it bounce up a little bit, then come back down. But right now, it could go either way. Total gamble right now. For me at least. Maybe other members decide to say, they're willing. They felt that the odds were better. But for me, I'm looking at this as 50-50. I feel like it could go either way. So that's why I just want to kind of see how this plays out. But all right, so ICPT and then SHLL are going to be those two main ones to watch. All right, so SHLL, I'm going to update this to 29.50 now. Just seeing how the chart has played out. So there's an alert in real time right now. I'm making life way too difficult. So I'm not going to be able to continue to move these windows around. So you'll just have to take my word for it that these other areas have been alerted. But yeah, 29.50 now going to be that newest level that I'm very curious about. So I like to see the price coming down here. That's good. But we'll see if it can recover back upwards and see if it wants to actually break through that area or not. Yeah, 29.50. So let's see how this one continues to play out. Let me alert Boeing here. There we go. Oh, it's getting close, huh? Can it get up through 29.50? I'm going to go ahead and reduce to 100 shares just because this one is such a fast mover. And a great way to just factor that in. Well, that's why confirmation always a good thing. Now it's that fast down here. So at this point, if it can recover from this big pullback and work its way back up to 29.50, I mean, I like the odds of that quite a bit. So yes, again, if you hear typing, I think the mic picks it up. That's just me making other alerts in the chat room. All right, well, we're 5 minutes in and no actual trades, but like I said, this is more for just kind of, if you're curious how the room works and how it all kind of works together. But yeah, we're 2 minutes into the day and nothing yet. But again, still curious. Can it work its way back up to 29.50? Facebook is going bonkers right now, but I still like this one better. Totally lost track of ICPT. I never saw it go on in my scanners though. Oh, bummer. Well, that's disappointing. I must have lost track of it, but yeah. All right, well now it's down at 45.50. So members, congratulate. I mean, the highest it ever got was 47. So it's not like members would have ever been stopped out had they gotten in at 47. It only bounced, 36 cents, and now it's up, basically $2 in their favor. Well, bummer. Congratulations to the members that actually took that one, but very clearly I lost track of it and missed it. Oh, but let's see. This one's trying to recover. So there we go, trying to get up to 29. Oh my goodness. Totally. All right, look. Let me try the back test here. I missed it. I had in the wrong order. Well, this has not been my morning very clearly. If you look back, I had the order. Oh, there we go. I'm in for 100 shares. Playing the back test here. So all out there for $100 move. So I did some things right there, did some things wrong. The one thing I definitely did right was I didn't chase, but I put my order in. You saw it back test and then won $1 in my favor. So over $100 on only 100 shares, not bad at all. Now the other thing I did wrong is I should have only sold 50 shares. And if you've watched my past videos, you know that usually I'm scaling out here, but so I didn't quite do that. Oh, no, Roku's already been. But this is, like I said, this is real life trading. This is not me voiceovering. This is all happening right now, so I'm trying to make, but that's awesome. Good. Well, I made that alert at 29.50. So members had, how much did it go? Almost $2 from that point. So again, congratulations to members for ICPT and SHLL. I'm clearly having a rough morning, only up 100. Well, let me take a step back. Only up $100. I don't want to come across like a greedy savage because it's only 5 minutes into the day. I don't know many places in the world where you can make $100 in 5 minutes. So I need to choose my words wisely when I say I'm only up $100. I mean, given when you factor in the time context of 5 minutes, yeah, that's still not that bad. I just mean only in the sense of, I mean, you saw my alerts, right? You saw me giving things and lost track of ICPT. This one still was a great trade. Now, yes, in hindsight, Clay, you should have done 500 shares. Yeah, you're right. You absolutely should have done. But my counterpoint to you would be, well, what happens if on the back test it came down and that just continued to drop and drop and drop? You'd be saying, oh, Clay, why did you do 500? You just created a big loss for yourself. And again, that would be a valid concern. That would be a valid question. But that's, that's the power of hindsight trading right there. Yeah, I'd like to buy that break there, but for me, I feel like that's almost chasing. I could be wrong. It's a breakout point there, but like I said, the true breakout point was at that 29.50. FSLY totally reversing around now. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, wow. Let's see. What is that? 85. I'm going to try to pick up 100 at 84.50. I don't know if that's let me get this loaded though. There we go. All right, well, good. Kind of a weak morning for me, like I was saying, but as far as members and their opportunities, all I can really say is congratulations to those. Where's ICPT at right now, out of curiosity? Okay. So it still hasn't broken that 45.17 mark. I mean, regardless, still a great trade. Had those people gotten in at 47, I mean, over basically a $2 move. I wonder if it's, yeah, what is that high? 47. I'm going to actually alert this on the flip side now. There we go. I'll bring that alert across just so you can see the alert that was made. So right here, 47.50 now is that point that I was talking about. But also telling people for an upside breakpoint, but also be aware of the overall context. Because, I mean, this is a bearish chart, right? With the gap down. So it's still the downwards pressure, and you can see right there, it did not violate 47.50. So that is definitely, and like I said, that it hit that before, it hit that after I alerted to the group. So people now understand, and it's definitely kind of been confirmed that, yeah, 47.50 is going to be that key level. And then, of course, I put be aggressive in terms of, with your profit locking, given you're going against the trend. But overall, a great example there of why confirmation matters and why you have to have a high level of confirmation, because, buying at 47.50 without the break, remember the alert, as I just showed, was a break point, right? Didn't quite happen. Could very well get back up there, so I'm not saying it's the end of the line, but like I said, a good example there on confirmation. Boeing's looking, Boeing I love to trade, but it had a massive gap up, so whoop. Just lost track of FSLY. Oh my, all right. 82.50 would be crazy move. I don't know, maybe I'm being too optimistic thinking I can get filled at 82.50. Now, I would like more than 100 shares. So that's why I'm just starting off with 100. So yeah, if I could build up beyond 100, that'd be fantastic. But if it goes in my favor and wants to hand me a quick $50 bill, I'm not going to turn that down. But I do like the first entry point at 82. Actually, what is that low? Yeah, I need to be down at actually 82. Let me get that changed. Keep in mind, I am looking at other stuff off screen. I have 4 monitors. Really, I'm thinking it should be at 81.75, but I don't know. I still feel fine at 82. Maybe that's going to come back to, maybe I'm going to regret not following the chart the way I'm seeing things over here. But can it really get down to 81? Clay, you got to do what you're supposed to do. Actually, looking over here, it's 82.50. So this is the chart I'm actually looking at where I'm making those decisions from. So on the bright side right now, it hasn't even hit 82. So it's not like I would have missed, but. So again, lowest it's gone so far is 82.20. So my original one still wouldn't have been filled. And now back over 83. So just a crazy mover. I do like 81.50 though. I actually feel good about that. All right, well, we'll see if it can make its way down there. All right, it's working its way down. There's the break. All right, hesitating too long. So now I need to go down to 81. Still, no regrets here because it only went down as low as 81.56, so it wouldn't have filled me. $82 trade though. Had I kept it there, I'd be in. Let's see if it can make its way down to 81. I will keep. We'll keep watching it right now. Nice. Okay, in for that opening allotment. Just 100 shares, so I'm not going to be making anything big on it. As I explained, this is, I'm not going to turn down. So all out there for the $50. Clay, why don't you do 500? That would have been 250. I know, you're so right. Welcome to the cruel world of hindsight. I actually need to stop talking right now and go down to 79.50. and we'll just start the sequence all over again. But good, I'm very glad that, see, follow the chart, okay? Don't let you saw the emotions come in. I'm sitting here saying, well, you know, the chart's saying one thing, but I kind of just want to do this. And my thoughts were wrong. My thoughts deceived me, right? I wanted to buy at 82. And not that I still wouldn't have been able to make money out of it, because again, I'm just scaling in. But the point here being, listen to the chart, because the chart gave me a much better entry point by waiting for that 81.50 mark. So in hindsight now, I mean, the voices, you totally got to see the voices. I mean, I kind of admitted it without even knowing it at the time, that I'm let the, you know, the desire to trade, right? We all want to trade. Let's get a trade on. Let's get a trade on. So I'm thinking, yeah, I mean, the chart says I should probably be down there, but oh, wow. I mean, can it really? And it just masks itself in the sense of, well, that would, 82 was just, would have been kind of a random spot. Not completely random, but really not the level that it should have been, as I kind of talked you through. So I mean, even here, 82 looking like I would have still made, you know, money on it, because I could have gotten another, you know, 100 shares and my average would have been totally fine. But that's not the point here. The point is that, you know, I just follow the chart, because by following the chart, and if you're brand new, what do I mean by the chart? This is the technical chart over here. I was able to get myself a better entry point. So quote unquote, only up $150 on the day. But again, it's 9:44. So not even 15 minutes into the market. I'm not sure of many places in the world that exist where you can make $150 in less than 15 minutes. So I'm happy with it. More so happy though that members had two great opportunities this morning, and that's what it's all about. I'm at 78.50 here. If this one does break through 79, I need to see a fast movement to the downside. And that was not quite fast enough. So I need to, 77.50. So 77.50, new entry point. Actually, what is that low? Again, I'm having it. Tell me 76.50 should really be where it's at. But we're getting a bounce now, so looking like that one's not even going to be really up for debate. So, all right, well, never mind at this point. Clay, why aren't you shorting? Right now, this is just totally chasing right now. Yeah, in hindsight, definitely should have shorted up there. But you just can't short right now, especially when the 5-minute chart looks like this. If you were shorting a stock when it looks like this, it can work. I'm not saying it can't work, but I'm just saying that is known as chasing, and that is not going to work over the long term. You're going to have too many that snap back in your face. When they snap back in your face, you're going to be taking some big losses that can wipe away a whole lot of the times where it does work. So that is right now, you just can't short right now. I get it. It's a logical thought to have. But Clay, you make money when prices are going down, so you should be shorting because it's going down. That's true, but there's also a point where things get way too overextended. And, you know, it's known as chasing. And you don't want to chase. All right, I'll watch this one for a little bit more, but if nothing really moves, I think I'll probably just call it a day and be happy with my $150 in 15 minutes. But we'll see if it wants to keep on coming down. All right, have an order at 82.55, 100 shares, risking right around $75. There we go, I'm in. If this goes over 83, I need to be out. So this is either a fake breakout here, or this thing wants to roll back over. But like I said, if it goes over 83, I need to be out. And which, you know, it's never fun, but it's not like it'll send me red on the day. Well, things are not looking so good. Not looking so good at all. Can 83 protect me? We'll see. Not looking so hot though. Well, can it roll back over? It's trying, so at least I'm giving myself a chance here. But I don't know, it's just a question right now. Is this just a little pause before the next move up, or is this truly some sort of sign of it being kind of game over? want to see it at least below 82 before I even think about locking in any sort of gains. So again, got to get below 82. Can it get down below 82? We'll see. Want to give it another try here. See if it wants to, there we go. Can it push down through though? There's some big buyers there at 82, which would be expected. There they are. There's the break. So there you go, 50 shares left. Excellent. This is now going to be a winning trade no matter what. I just don't know how big of a winning trade it's actually going to be, which is a great spot to be in, because I have no idea how far down this thing wants to actually go. So I'll say that again. I don't know how big of a winning trade this thing is going to be because I have no idea how far down this thing wants to go. If it can break down through 81.50, I will adjust my stop loss down at that point to 82.01, but not until it can at least get through. All right, that is definitely close enough. So again, now I'm just letting the position work for me. And there's the break. Going to move it down to 81.77 now. So again, not if I make money, but how much money am I going to make? What a great spot to be in as a trader. So let's see if this thing can break down through 81. If it goes to 81.70, basically if it breaks 81.75, I'll be out, which looks like it might do here. But like I said, I'm hiding. We'll see if there was a good hiding spot or not. So I cannot move down my stop now unless it breaks down through 181. Just letting the position work for me. But what a great spot to be in. Not if I make money. How much money am I going to make? It doesn't get any better than this current position right now. I mean, literally, the only thing I'm stressed out about is how much is this going to break through 81 so I can make even more money? See if it can get the push down there. If it does, like I said, that'll be my cue to adjust my stop loss down. But yeah, being very stubborn around that area, which is kind of good because if it fails, it should continue to move relatively quickly. There we go. There's the break. Okay, I'm going to bring it down to 81.27 now. So this is fantastic. Now if it can get break down through 80.50, I'll move it down some more. And that's close enough. It's knocking on the door. So just letting this thing work for me. Let's see if it can get down through. I could be wrong, but I really feel like this thing's getting ready to snap back up, which is why I'm getting a little bit more aggressive with my stop. But yeah, just letting the thing work for me. Let's see how far down it wants to go. What a great spot to be in. Could this thing really get back down below 80? Let's see. I will not adjust it until it gets down below 80 at this point. All right, so all out there for, what was that, 100. See, I made 50 on it. So wow, look at that, 110, right? Yeah, 117, I think, my math's right there, on only 100 shares. And majority of that was just with 50 shares, just letting it work for me. Again, it's slightly past 10:06, but here was definitely the best part of it all. You can see right there the alert that was given. And you saw me take that exact same trade plan, Got short at 82.55. Stop was over 83, which is a whole learning lesson in and of itself. You saw it hit 83. But that's why the keyword was over. Don't put it at 83, put it over 83. And you saw how 83 protected me. And then you saw from there. So again, what a fantastic morning for members. 3 very, very, and like I said, this is all members. I alerted that before I got in. So, I mean, members had the exact same opportunities I did. None of these games, like a lot of chat rooms out there where the moderators first buy in or get in and then they alert it to everybody. No, everybody had the same thing. And that's the powerful thing about trading these sorts of stocks is there's plenty of volume out there. There's plenty of liquidity. This is not some sort of low float penny stock where it's a game of musical chairs or anything like that. So that is how it works. And it turned out to be a fantastic morning. Like I said, $268 in basically 30 minutes. I'll take it. So I'm going to wrap things up here, but real quick, I don't mean to be cocky here, but I'm going to speak with some confidence because I literally just showed you stuff play out before it even happened. But I'm sorry, how is joining the community, how is joining the service not worth at least $99? Because you can get these exact same alerts for $99, which is 3 months access. So you do the math there, $99 over 3 months goes down to $8.25 per week. I mean, this was one morning you saw 3 alerts, they worked out. Now, does it work out every single morning? No, I'm to be transparent. No, you can't, but that's why risk matters. So I mean, think about it. I could make another alert and people could be wrong the next 3 in the row, but with proper money management, right? The members could still easily come out ahead, and this is only one day. So again, not in an arrogant way, but and just a solid proof. You literally just saw how things played out where kind of way. Why wouldn't you join? $99 for 3 months, breaks down at $8.25 per week. Now, if you did the 1 year plan, those numbers go down even more because you get 3 months free. But point here being, I hope you consider if you're looking for a community to trade with, if you're looking for some other eyeballs to help you out, because I get it. I only have 2 eyeballs. You only have 2 eyeballs. So it's very easy to miss out on seeing opportunities. I miss out on them too once in a while. But I mean, I make money from other members too because they make alerts. So like I said, that's the power of being with a well-structured community. And I mean, nothing against some of the social media sites, but I mean, who are those people actually making those alerts? What are their motivations? I can tell you the motivations. Usually they're low float penny stocks, low float micro caps, where all they need to do is get in, make the alert, all the sheep follow, and the price explodes in their favor and they're fine. But that wasn't the case here. You literally saw prices being mapped out before those levels broke, meaning people had the same exact opportunity that I did. So, hey, Clay, what makes you different? This is what makes me different. Everybody having the same exact opportunity. Now, I'm not trying to lecture, but like I said, it gets frustrating sometimes, and I see these prices for chat rooms, $197 for a month, $99 per month. So, I mean, give me a break. It's $99 for 3 months for these types of alerts. And yeah, maybe those other chat rooms made those same alerts, but you know what? I made the alerts too for a much lower price. So hopefully you consider my ranting is over. But overall, congratulations to those of you members that watch this. And if you do enjoy these actual live trade videos in general, again, I'm stumbling over my words because the markets really are open right now. So I'm trying to watch to see if there's anything else, trying to talk. So that's, I guess the downside is sometimes I sound like an idiot. But point here being, if you enjoy these live trade videos and you want me to keep making them, a very fast, very efficient way to do that, just hit that like button. Also leave a comment down below. Comments, questions, suggestions, I do read and will reply. And if you've ever watched any of my past videos, then you know I do read and reply to comments. But overall, thank you for hanging out with me for this long. I mean, we're almost at 30 minutes, but so many good learning lessons in here. I mean, some good trades. You got to see how things played out. So yeah, like I said, if you want to see more like this, please hit that like button. And yeah, go consider joining the community. Come on, give me a break. $99 for 3 months, $8.25 per week. Come on. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only 1 losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.